Alright guys, good morning and welcome to another Alpha.fx market analysis. We're going to start reviewing yesterday's price action and then we're going to move forward to our daily process. So here we can see that our AUD USD order wasn't executed. Then later overnight it just drifted down and now it will be at a stop loss. That's why we close our orders during the day, right? At the end of the day. That's because we trade momentum with technicals and supply and demand. So as momentum fades during overnight, most of the times we don't know what is gonna happen in Asia, so we just don't risk it, right? We don't risk it. Now let's go to today's process. We have an interesting day. CPI during the afternoon, ECB interest rate decisions, everything during the afternoon, right? European time. So most probable we're only gonna trade until that time because it's gonna be a highly volatile session, New York, and we don't want to risk it. Also, many of you have funded accounts with props, and you're not allowed to trade red carpet news, red news, high impact news. So we're gonna keep it during London. Let's do a screen capture here, just for the purpose of later review of our trades. You know that journaling is going to give you the edge. Even if later you want to adapt the strategy, you want to do your own strategy, you want to have your own approach, which I strongly suggest you, it needs to fit your personality. But in order to achieve that in a successful way, you need to have a log. Basically, a good quality journaling, right? Where you see exactly why you took the trade and what happened during and after you took it, right? Very, very important. I also use Tradezilla. That's on my personal account. All these trades, I place them on prop, but I have them all linked, so it's the same. I use Tradezilla that gives you a lot of high quality stats. So I strongly recommend it. Anyway, let's move on to our relative strength analysis. Okay. And, oh, look at my mic, where it is. Kind of lost, right? All right, hope you listen well. Okay, there we go. No. Okay, that one like that, and this one. There? Yeah. All right. That didn't take that long. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just fixing the setup. Okay. What do we have? Strong USD, very, 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 very weak JPY, so we are definitely shorting it today, and we don't have anything else strong. AUD, but it's still, let's put USD and AUD as the strongest. USD, AUD, and let's put the weakest by far JPY. And finally, we have a red day, right? Wow. It was about time. Okay, let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Dixie. We are still expecting the bearishness on Dixie. The dollar is tricking us so badly. Let's go to the daily, sorry. We have so many things here. It's clearly on a downtrend, but still we haven't had that bearish reaction we're expecting. Let's say this is our bearish leg, right? Let me see. Oh. Let's go to the weekly. Let's see what the weekly has. Wow. Let me just hide the drawings. very rangy, and currently kind of it has rejected, wow, so many times this level, right? So many times. Very rangy. Very rangy. Here, highlight. Looks like it's starting to head lower, but still some load of drawings. Let's start removing drawings. Yeah. Look, fundamentals are all aligned for a bearish move, right? But non-commercials are longing, and non-commercials seems to run the show always in this kind of markets. So yeah, they're longing and price is going up. You can't argue with that. Today Thursday, and it's been going up since Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Is what it is, guys. Is what it is. So I guess we're gonna be longing the USD against the JPY. Look, rejecting the moving averages, respecting them. Yeah. All right, let's put this. Let's see on the hourly, what do we have? We have a clear supply zone, very strong supply zone right here. Touch to the tick. And we have another one right here. Drop base drop. Lot of supply above us, right? Okay, so I guess we'll find out. And then, look, we don't pay attention only to the supply, right? Just let me check something really quick. So we are doing barely lower lows, right? And lower highs. Let me go here. So since here, look. Let's put it here. Here. Higher high, lower low, lower high, slightly lower low, slightly lower high. Right, that's a pretty defined lower low. And now we should be expecting a lower high, right? But we've been expecting that for a while and it's not happening. So maybe today's the day that finally we reverse and we get a stopped out because of that. That is what it is, guys. If you don't risk it. That didn't close that bullish. And we just touched a high quality supply zone. Okay, let's see. Let's put this on our document. Let's include the non-commercials. You know who the non-commercials are, right? Are the hedge fund managers. The ones that do educated speculation like us, but way another level, moving billions. All right, no, this wasn't supposed to go there. This was supposed to go here, and I didn't do a screen capture of the heat maps. Yes, I did, but I didn't paste it here. There we go. So what can we say of the fundamentally macro? Let's say the macro fundamentals. Fundamentals look for a weaker dollar, but non-commercials are longing. technically. There we go. When I said macro fundamentals support a weaker dollar, is because labor market weak, even the yearly review, we have lowering low inflation, inflation going down, so everything supports a rate cut, right? And a rate cut is bearish for the dollar. But here we are. Maybe it's already discounted, I don't know. Alright, let's go for the pairs. Let's check. What should we check? USD JPY, right? JPY being the weakest and USD being the strongest. Let me see. Let's go. USD JPY. So, whoa, as bullish as it can get, right? At least for the 15 minutes. Let's go to the week. Sideways ranging. Oh my god, that's ugly as it can get. Oh my god, look at this. Wow. Remember a few days I told you we were on the lower side of the range? Here we go, going to the upside. Range trading sucks for me, to be honest. We have a good demand zone right here, but look at this. I spent so much time here. You know, the thing about this is that we're not in either session, right? We're not in the Asian session, and we're not either in the New York session. So none of the currencies are being highly traded. So I don't see quality demand zone in this move. Only down here. Currently in a high quality supply zone. Look at this. Drop, base, drop. Rangy. I don't like it, honestly. I don't like it. So let's move on. I don't like it because we have so much supply, so much supply above us, right? Look at there and now here. All high quality supply. You might be thinking, all right, if we take a trade from down here, up there is 46 pips and here. But the question is this high probability? Do we know this is going to go through? Basically, we don't. We don't want to trade in it. We don't want to go long in a supply area. We want to go long until we get to the supply area, right? So yeah. Now let's go to our other pair. What do we have here? AUDJPY. Maybe that one. Give us something. If not, we're okay, man. Wait. Interesting. But we know what happens when we have two Asian currencies, right? It moves slow AF. You see, the biggest candles are during Asian session, right? Yet we don't have big candles here. Yeah, if we go long AUD JPY, it should be something around this level, right? And to be honest, I would only go after confirmation. What I mean after confirmation, I would set an alarm right here. Okay. To demand area. 20 minutes confirmation. What would this be? Bullish engulfing candle. Pin bar. Bullish pattern. Bullish pattern within or moving away from it. Boom. We're gonna leave that alarm. We're not gonna set any trade, right? No. We're gonna put this one right here. And today we don't leave any pending order. We leave a pending alarm. We know what to do if these conditions if these conditions are met, we go long with our stop loss below a significant low, the last significant low, or then below the demand area, and our take profit at least 2 hours. Okay, at least 2 hours. And that's it. You can go long market at the moment. There's no problem with that. So AUDJPY alarm. Now let's check what happened with the ECB rates. It's at 215, sorry. I don't know why I thought, yeah, anyway. Alright guys, you have your levels. Let me show them again here. You have your levels right there, okay? The alarm is set at 97.539. And you know exactly what to do. So, follow your plan, stick to your rules, And remember, be an alpha at everything you do. Bye bye, guys.